Sometimes the hardest part of life isn't the pain, the struggle, or the loss. It's surviving all of it only to find yourself alone in the end. Left behind by time, forgotten by the world. This is Arthur's story, a man trapped in the twilight of his life, haunted by echoes of a past that no longer exists. His name was Arthur, though it had been years since anyone called him by it. To the few who knew he existed, he was simply the old man on the corner, hidden away from a world that no longer remembered his name. Arthur's hands traced the outline of the faded photograph he held in his lap. There they were, his friends, his family, all gathered together in a moment of joy, frozen in time. He ran his fingers over the image of his wife, her eyes still sparkling with the mischief and love that had once lit up his darkest days. But now those eyes were gone, dimmed forever, and Arthur was left alone in the world, a shipwrecked soul marooned on the shores of his own memories. The silence of the house pressed in on him, heavy and suffocating. Every room echoed with ghosts of conversations long past, words that had once filled the air with laughter, now reduced to whispers in his mind. Regret was his constant companion now, a silent witness to a life that had drifted off course. He thought of all the times he let work come before family, the apologies he never made, the friends he lost not just to time but to misunderstandings and pride. As the shadows deepened and the first stars appeared in the sky, Arthur closed his eyes, feeling the emptiness settle into the very core of his being. He wondered what it was all for: the struggle, the moments of fleeting happiness that now seemed so distant. He had outlived them all, survived the ones he loved, and yet it didn't feel like survival at all. It felt like a punishment, a cruel joke played by the universe to be left behind in a world that no longer remembered his name. And so he sat there, night after night, lost in the echoes of his memories, haunted by the ghosts of his regrets. He was a man who had outlived his purpose, outlived his dreams, outlived everyone he had ever loved. And all he could do was wait for the day when he too would fade away, his name and his story lost to time, like the last flicker of a candle in the dark.